Welcome back to Stock Talk Trades. We're going to talk about how to identify support and resistance lines. I'm going to show you guys how I do it as a day trader. And yes, this will work for other things, but how I implement those strategies and kind of just identifying support and resistance on these charts. Again, I'm looking at NEO. Again, I did not trade NEO. NEO is too big for me. I don't like any stocks that are over $20. I like trading penny stocks. I did trade in our XP today, made a really good trade, but then I gave everything back. But let's jump right into NIO. Before I even jump into it, I usually jump into 1 day chart. That's what I like to actually trade. I'm going to delete everything here, just pure price action. Again, so what I usually do is I just go through high a day first in the swing low. You know, you got to identify where it's kind of trading from, and then you want to look for significant points. These are key levels that you want to look for and see where we're uptrend. And we had a nice strong reversal at 55. And what do you know? We have at 55, we also have a bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bounce. There's zones. They're not levels. Bounce, boom, 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 boom. So this is a very key level that you could have saw happen and get rejected off of so what I don't like to put so many, because you can obviously put, oh, there's one right here, there's one right here, there's one right here, there's one right here. Yes, I don't like doing that. There's too much there. You only want to identify the key levels when you're doing these. And okay, so maybe we have, let's talk about right here. We have a bounce, 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 or kind of not really respecting, but we have a bounce, doji candle, respecting it through here, respect, 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 respect. So this is a pretty strong support and resistance candle. Again, we have some more. Again, I'm only going to identify the strongest ones, and there's a pretty good strong one. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually came back and tested that. Again, this is also, we did gap up here. We haven't really filled that, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did come back and fill that on NIO. But this is talking about just support and resistance. So there's really like all the major support and resistance for it. You saw how I was able to do that. And then what I usually do is then I go back to the daily chart. Let's say, okay, then since there's really no major ones here, it's not like, you know, how much. Then I would just hop into like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's say these are good levels of price targets. So let's say, again, oh, like kind of like a cup almost. A cup, maybe you get in off this pullback. Your first price target would be like $42. You know, and then you sell it, maybe it comes back and holds this $42. Again, these are zones. They're not just levels. You can maybe get back in on this because you see that it's respecting this support and resistance, and you continue higher. Support and resistance are really the only things you need. You don't need all of these indicators, anything. You could be profitable with just volume and support and resistance. You don't need too many indicators. Again, there's all of these different tools. These are not indicators, but then all of these indicators, you don't need them. Yes, they can help if they really if your strategy works well with them, but you don't need them. Really, all you need is support and resistance. Whoops. And that's really how I identify, and I'm really waiting for a nice pullback. Again, for swing trading, I don't trade unless it's around this key level of support. Again, you can also pull back, let's use a 50% fib level. It's coming back, bounced off this 61.8% fib level. That's surprisingly interesting. You could have had a limit order and boom, continued higher. I wouldn't be, so again, you can use support and resistance with Fibonacci retracements and other things. And I'm going to keep this nice, short, and sweet. Support and resistance is difficult. It seems difficult for us. We also have a gap to fill at this level at 59. Again, support and resistance seems, when you're just starting off, support and resistance is the best thing that you should do with your time and learning. It's easy. You'll get the hang of it. It's harder than it really is, or as a newer trader, it'll start to become intuitive. You'll start to see it. And here's a little trick that I learned, that if you want to do it, you go to candle and you move it to the line, and what you can do is just label where the lines touch. Boom, touch, touch. boom, touch, touch, like any, just put the support and resistance where the line touched. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. It helps with the channel, and you can stay up to date on your favorite cryptocurrencies. Love y'all. Peace.